did you feel about being nominated for Miss Popularity?
I was elated. I never knew or even expected that I was going to win. However, it's not like I went there with a loser's mindset. It's just, I was in a space where if I won, that's fine. If I didn't win, that's fine. At the end of the day, I knew that I was going to inspire someone somewhere. And that was my biggest goal. So that was additional to win something.
Have you always wanted to contest in such pageants?
Actually, no. I've always been a commercial model. I didn't do runway or pageants or anything like that. But when the opportunity showed up, I thought it was a great opportunity. It's an international stage, and who knows what was going to happen. And plus, I was also excited about just the experience. Then I met different people from different places, different cultures, networked and stuff like that. So it was fun.
And most people don't understand the difference between Miss Kenya, maybe, and Mrs. Kenya.
Okay.
Can you maybe elaborate a little?
Yes. So for the Mrs. Tourism Queen International Pageant, you have to be married, and you also have to have 1+ children on top of being a model. For the Miss Kenya, it's different. You don't have to be married. You don't have to have twins. So it's basically that's the difference. And probably Miss Kenya has the other stipulations that go with runway modeling, height, size, weight, and stuff like that. For the misses, it's different. They don't care how tall you are, how fat or skinny you are. They don't care about those things because they figure by the time you get married, your focus is a little different, and maybe the goals and the things that you stand for are a little different.
And congratulations for being nominated for the Miss Popularity.
Thank you.
And what are the lessons you learned when you had gone there to contest?
Being yourself goes a long way. Just be yourself and be authentic. Because that's what attracts people to you. That's how I won my title. It's not like I was doing somersaults or doing anything special, but my personality and just being open to people, whether it's conversation, whether it's consoling or counseling, because people go through a lot when you're somewhere in a strange place for 8 days. So I was that person that everybody came to, or even just leadership skills where you get people to do stuff that we're already tired, we cannot do anymore, but it's an expectation that we need to do one more thing. So just rallying people to buy into your ideas and stuff. So just always be yourself, and I think that goes a long way.
And how was your experience in Malaysia?
So Malaysia is really hot and humid. And then of course it was my first international pageant. Like I had never done anything like that. So it was an interesting experience because for one, we were like in heels all day long in heels. So when we go to like a children's orphanage, we are in heels. When you go to lunch at the sponsorship, you're in heels. Regular girls, I mean, you wear heels for like 2-3 hours, maybe on a night out, and you're tired. So you can imagine from like 6:30 a.m. to like 12:30 a.m. you're wearing heels. That was really interesting, especially since I'm flat-footed. But I also met a lot of great people. It was fun. I also experienced different foods that I don't think I would ever have tried had I not gone outside to somewhere like Malaysia. We also went to a show at Angkor, I think it's Angkor Melaka or Angkor Melaka, and it was a very nice show. The theater rotates 360 degrees. It's not something I've even seen in the States. So it was a beautiful experience.
And what does being Miss Tourism Kenya entail? What are you expected to do with that title?
So had I won the title, the expectation was you promote tourism in your country and your host country. Winning Mrs. Popularity, that's not an expectation. I can if I chose to, but I really don't have to. However, I intend to use that title for the cause of tourism, but also towards my foundation or things that are personal to me. So I'm just waiting for the opportunity to show up. I haven't had an opportunity yet to sit down with the Ministry of Tourism. I'm still experiencing a lot of bureaucracy and red tape, but hopefully I'll have an opportunity to speak to, Brand Africa, Brand Kenya, or Balala, or somebody, because I want to represent the whole country, and it is in their ministry. So until then, I am not doing anything yet, but if the opportunity shows up, yes, I'll do something. Commercials, MC duties, just anything that a popular person would do.
And has your family been supportive of what you're doing?
They have been very supportive. I've been in Kenya now for 2 months, and I left my kids back in the States with my husband, so that's a lot of support by itself. But of course, even just doing the pageant had a lot of financial aspects to it that I couldn't have done had my family not been supportive.
And what's your advice to fellow women? You know, women have all these excuses, big, and I have straight marks, I have all this, so they limit themselves on what they can achieve. What can you advise them?
Even though I'm still a work in progress, and I have days and moments that I say certain things to myself, like those, what I would say is God did a beautiful job. He did not make a mistake. And so even when you're busy taking mistakes and correcting yourself and what could be better, just know that you're beautiful and God did a great job. Most importantly, I will say what you think about, you become. So if you even just know that, if you change your narrative in your head that I am beautiful, then you are going to radiate beauty, or whatever the case is. So just start thinking and looking at yourself in a positive way. It goes a long way.
How do you juggle between being a mom and modeling, being a wife? How do you do all this?
So I wasn't doing modeling and acting and singing full-time. What I was doing was quality assurance and performance improvement in healthcare. And that's what I've done in healthcare leadership, in nursing, for a while. So that, I don't want to say it was easy, but at the same time I had a routine. Like I'd wake up in the morning, I'd go to work, I'm in the office a couple of hours, and then I come home. I had a routine to that. I could predict my day, or even my week. This is a new experience for me where I don't typically have to wake up, say, at 5 o'clock or 5:30 and then go to the office. So I'm also trying to fit into this, but it hasn't been bad, only because I have family that is supportive. So it hasn't been bad so far. Now, when things get really busy as far as schedules and I'm more involved in more stuff, I'm sure it's going to get more crazy, but I have a very supportive husband, so I think it's going to be okay.
Do you plan on contesting again now that you've failed what this is all about? Will you contest again?
Well, I think this is going to be an annual event, so I don't mind going again next year. If you can change one person's life somewhere that hears the story or knows the story, because I know there are girls somewhere, or even guys that can get inspired by the story, yeah, I definitely would like to do it, especially if it's in a different country. I've experienced Malaysia, so maybe the next one they do it in, I don't know, China or just whatever different country, then I would like to experience it, yes.
So what are you planning to do after getting this title?
So for me right now, I'm still working on the little things that I need, not little, but I have a couple of things that I still need to work on as far as my foundation is concerned. So I'm still going to be in Kenya for a while. I'm also planning to, I'm back in the studio. So I did one song, I'm doing a second song, and I'm just talking about this summer. I've done another song in 2014. So I'm still working on something right now that I want to put out at least next month. With Mrs. Popularity, there's a lot that I could do. I'm still in the country. If there are commercials, people need, a face for a nice little commercial or a voiceover or MC or media, I'm open. I'm here, so I might as well just take advantage of the opportunity, being here.
And then for you as a mom, you're at least doing something to achieve your goals. But in Kenya recently, more girls are dating older men, for the financial gain and all that. What will you advise them?
So I think a lot of that is because they have given up or they don't have hope as far as what their future could look like. So for me, the most basic thing I can tell you is what you think about, you become. You can always change your narrative. So you don't have to feel like I'm never going to survive in this Nairobi or in this Kenya because, I don't know, I don't have a sponsor or need to have one to survive. There are things you can do. Go back, educate yourself. The knowledge stays in your head. Nobody's ever going to take that away from you. And always seek opportunity. Knock on doors if you need to. There are a lot of people out there that are waiting to listen and to give opportunity. But you have to have enough courage to pursue. So there are other ways. And they really don't even need to, I say, waste yourself that way.
What's that one thing maybe people don't know about you? You know, people might be seeing you out there, but maybe there's something you'd want your audience to know.
I don't want to say I have something that I want people to know because I've really spoken about a lot of personal stuff. But the one thing that you might not know about me is that I play a mean pool game because I love pool. And then I'm also an animal lover. I have 2 dogs. I think you wouldn't know that if you saw me in the street. Yeah.
If I know what your audience out there.
So what I can say is, what you think about, you become. You don't have to succumb and become the narrative that people dictate for you or for your life. So start changing the conversations in your mind and you'll become whatever that conversation is. But what I'm trying to say is, most importantly, is that the conversation needs to be positive. And the universe always finds a way to make it work and come together.